Hamas is ready. And Hamas declared that. There are two issues here, the issue of Hamas governing Gaza and the issue of release of the Israeli captives. Hamas has declared they are ready to release all the captives at once, not in portions as Witkoff proposed and Trump. All of them, the remaining hostages, whether they are alive or they are dead, they are ready to release them. But that should be in exchange of stopping the war. In reality, Netanyahu doesn't care about these.
Well, actually,
Israeli
hang on, Mustafa. Let me just jump in there. Hang on.
Let me finish.
Hang on. No, let me just pick you. No. Let me just pick you up on that one point, because that's disingenuous. What Hamas has said in the last few days is that they will only end this war and release the hostages if they get a Palestine state. And as you know, that is not going to be anything that Israel.
No, I don't know where you got your
well, that's what they said.
From.
They said that publicly.
That they have to have a Palestinian state first? This
yes,
was never said.
That is what has been.
And about
that has been reported as what
true.
The criteria is for Hamas to end the war is they want a Palestinian state.
Piers, let me answer you. We had a deal, and Witkoff exploded it with Netanyahu. 10 Israeli captives would have been released already, and 18 bodies would have been released in exchange of releasing the Palestinian, about 1,300 Palestinian prisoners. Nobody speaks about the Palestinian hostages, by the way. Do you know that 400 Palestinian children are taken hostages by Israel in the West Bank? Do you know that 3,650 Palestinian prisoners are kept in Israeli jail without trial, without charges, and they are kept under the so-called administrative detention? They are also captives. If Hamas now releases all the prisoners, all Netanyahu will do is to continue the war, because he says, even if I get the Israeli captives, I will continue the war to destroy Hamas. He will continue till he evicts everybody to the south of Gaza, to the concentration camp, and then he will conduct ethnic cleansing. About Hamas governance, we got from them, I personally negotiated with 14 other Palestinian parties in Beijing more than a year ago. Hamas told us they are ready not to be in the government. They are ready not to be the government of Gaza. They repeat that all the time. And the best substitute to Hamas governance is a national consensus independent government. All Palestinian parties signed that. What did Netanyahu say? No to Hamasistan, no to Fatahistan, no to PLO, no to any Palestinian rule. Because the reality of what we see today is another colonial war to annex land, to take over the rest of the Palestinian land, not only in Gaza, but also in the West Bank. And that is a recipe for eternal conflict, for something that everybody, including Palestinians and Israelis, will suffer from. Mr. Piers, let me tell you, when I watch what's happening in Gaza, my heart breaks. When I see all these children dying, and I ask myself, how could this happen? How this Holocaust, and it should be called a Holocaust, is happening. It happens because when the Second World War happened and the German Nazis were allowed to commit terrible genocide and terrible Holocaust to the Jewish people, they could do so only because of their cowardness.
Mustafa, let me interrupt. We're running out of time. I just want to listen. Mustafa, let me interrupt.
Showing the same level of cowardness
I have to interrupt
towards Palestinian people.
Okay,